בוא, והקריין אומר, הגשנו לכם בום אלכוהולי בחסות המועצה לביטחון לאומי שוטף. פתאום בוא, טלוויזיה מתפוצצת.
Shanis here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Breaking news. Breaking news. I'm on a lot earlier than normal. It's 7:20 a.m. here in Greenwich Mean Time. London time, although I'm in Tenerife, and all the way over there in Israel, and Rehovot, Israel, is my friend Nir Shoshani. I got a phone call off Nir at like 6 o'clock this morning, 20 past 6 or something this morning. I didn't actually catch the call because I was fast asleep, but I sort of woke up like, oh, that was my phone. Hang on. And I looked to see what it was. Nir, what does Nir want? And the message I got from Nir was, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
It's 6:15 today.
Hey, dude. Fucking war just started. Fucking in the morning, 6 a.m. They started shooting like crazy. It's like till now, like we still have sirens right now. And like there were like penetration of like terrorists into like settlements in Israel, and like big surprise, like fucking chaos this morning. Anyway, when you hear this message and if you go on,
So here we are. Obviously, I got straight in touch with Nir. I was like,
I tell you what, Rich, like I usually more like thrilled and up spirit when I coming into your shows, and I'm like I like your shows because I can get in with like good atmosphere and good mood and whatever. But like today, it's not really possible. Seriously,
no, I imagine it feels like with this. Yeah, with the sirens and everything, it's designed to put everybody on edge, and this one is different. This isn't sirens going off because of the silly fucking Iron Curtain, bombs, fireworks displays going off, and all that. This is different. I've not heard this happen before. So do you want to take everybody through what they're doing? What's going on?
Yeah, like I don't think that there were like times before that I called you in the morning. I told you, hey, there's a war over here in Israel.
Yeah,
and
but
I never sounded like that, okay? And I never sounded like I see that I sounded on this voice message, and because like every time there's a conflict and there's like fire missiling and everything, I usually take it like really lightly. And also I remember talking about it in a few of your shows because I can see the whole manipulation that is standing behind it.
it really is theatre. A lot of it is, so much of it is theatre with Israel, isn't it?
So what?
So much of it is theatre, like with the rocket.
And I think it's not only theater, as we also like witness today. And I do believe whatever what I watch over television right now regarding what is happening. But we will talk about the causes, okay? The causes that
Well, should we take a look at what's happening first? Let's get everybody up to speed with what's happening, because there's no coverage. There's no coverage on Sky News or BBC or CNN or ABC or.
You can show off the share screen over there with the Israeli news, which is what I'm broadcasting out of my computer. Like it's a live stream of channel.
Oh, this is what you've actually put on here. Here we go. Right.
Try to put it down if you can while I'm like talking. And we'll see. Just a second. I will do like a refresh over here, and hopefully it will present whatever. Now, what happened? Like since I got awake in the morning, it's been chaotic. There was like a bunch of sirens going on for since this morning, since like 6 a.m. And it lasted for like 3 hours, almost nonstop. The recesses for like 5 minutes between each. And first of all, the whole concept of these sirens and all those bombings that you're hearing, it's first of all it comes to bring you to a state of stress. So I'm kind of like I'm telling you now, I'm not really balanced at this moment.
Dude, I wouldn't be.
I'm sure your chat room will understand it and everything.
So when you messaged me, that was basically 8:15 a.m. for you. So to be 8:15 a.m. Whatever time the sirens went off, in the AM. When I like things to be nice and quiet and chilled out and not too noisy, and if you've got that, just hearing it on the video, it instills. It's designed to instill terror, to instill fear.
Yeah.
It's not designed. It's not designed to warn anybody of anything. It's just designed to scare the shit out of everybody. Because there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. It's like there's a bomb might come out of in the middle of nowhere and explode anywhere, or there's well, like in this case, you've got terrorists breaking into.
Yeah, like again, you need to separate first of all between. Like the actual action, the military action that the other side is taking at these moments, okay, and between what is between what we as civilians know and feel at this moment, okay, and I think that and when I woke up, I heard those bombings and those sirens. And then I opened up television, and what I understood from that, besides that I noticed that it's really in every couple of minutes. Also, I think it's also like Shabbat morning over here. By the way, Shabbat Shalom, Rich. It's Shabbat morning. Shabbat morning. It's also a holiday. It's like the second holiday of Sukkot, so it's supposed to be like the most quiet morning ever. And then I opened up the television, and from what I understood till now, that we are like 3.5 hours in this thing, is that on top of the missiles that were launched, there were like several penetrations of groups of what in the Israeli media we call terrorists. Okay, we will discuss this also about it later on. Into the territory of Israel, and they got into all kinds of like settlements and which are nearby the border of Gaza Strip, and they got into people's those are like settlements. Most of them are like small settlements with small houses and everything. So they got into people's houses and they shot people over the streets. And also they got into the city of Sderot. They're showing off like the pictures over television of them getting into with kind of vehicles automobile wagons, okay, like wagons, and there are several I think 7-8 people in those cars. And they're getting and they're starting shooting at the streets and everything, and positioning themselves on the tops of roofs of houses. So
it's a Palestinian invasion, but targeting civilians, in a terroristic way. They're not. Yes, my Cherie, I said breaking news: war declared in Israel. It's sort of a little bit clickbaity, because technically no war has been declared like that, but it is. This is a war right now.
It is considered. regarding like the Israeli army and the level of readiness and everything. So it's brought up to the level of war right now, like according to the television.
And they are waging war. They are staging war. Terrorist attacks against civilians.
Let's get to that later, Rich. I think we got a little bit of a long way to start explaining a little bit of what is my stand on it. Okay, I will tell that regarding the mainstream media state and what they will present to you regarding this thing. They will present to you that Hamas is a terrorist organization, which is that he planned like probably for a few months or so this invasion, and those terrorists. By the way, also like there is a couple of like rumors or like notifications about people being kidnapped, okay, into Gaza Strip, which is also like very, very troubling and horrible, and all those things, okay, that I mentioned to you now, Rich. I will tell you that I do believe that they are happening at this moment. Yeah. Okay, this is not like this is not like a staged thing. Okay, this is not like, these are not like actors. There are people dying right now. Okay,
this is where the language gets really confusing, because they're so in official narratives they are actors in a theatre of war, and this isn't staged as in it's fake bullets and fake guns and fake blood and fake explosions. Everything that's happening is real. It's 100% staged. 100% staged. They've staged it. They know exactly what they're doing. They've got their maneuvers that they're making. They've broken in. They're doing their first thing, and they're just terrorizing right now, terrorizing people.
The thing that is happening like in reality right now is that people are like dying right now because they're being shot by those people in those streets. And we're getting like launches of missiles on our houses, and so those things, okay, they are like happening in reality right now. Okay, now the thing that we should like think about it at this moment, okay, and to understand, okay, that all of this is not a coincidence.
No.
We do like this word coincidence, Richie, right?
Oh, we love it. Coinky-dink.
Yeah. Right.
Coinky-dink.
We love it.
Yeah.
Now, coincidence, it's like over the next few days, you will hear in the medias or whatever that it's so terrible that this incident happened because this and because that reason and because that reason and because that reason. Oh, and it's so terribly bad. But it's a coincidence. It happened like that, okay? And I'll tell you what, because I'm the enemy of coincidences, okay? I'm telling you, okay, that what I'm going to tell you right now, out of my, and I'm going like a little bit risky over here, as an intelligence soldier, a veteran intelligence soldier in the Israeli army, I will tell you that won't tell you what my work was, but I will tell you that there is no chance in hell that this operation of Hamas could have happened without the cooperation of the Israeli
Don't be such
government.
A conspiracy theorist, dude.
Yeah.
I'm crazy, on their own. And because Hamas is not
missiles on my head today.
Hamas is not in league with or in any way part of or connected to Israel or the IDF or any of that. Or they're not all in bed together anyway,
Right. Now,
If any, so is this what they're trying to? They're trying to say that they have been caught completely off guard.
Yeah,
Well, of course, because if they had have known, they would have had troops set up in the zones where they thought they were gonna be attacked. They would have had people ready, but of course they were caught completely off guard, and that's why the civilians being killed.
Yeah. Now, isn't that interesting? Now, if we were like involved in the coincidences, dear Rich, yeah. So, how is that pretty much interesting fact about coincidence that the exact time that Israel was surprised, the same way that it is today, was exactly, Rich, 50 years from today. All right, the Yom Kippur War in 1973, okay, was the ultimate like surprise and kind of like lesson that Israel was kind of like teaching its army, okay, that this thing that happened 50 years ago, exactly 50 years ago today, yeah, happened because we were unaware, okay? Because what happened like 50 years ago can't happen ever again. Can't happen ever again. This is the whole method of the Israeli army. What happened in the Yom Kippur War can never happen again. And today, exactly 50 years afterwards, it happened. All right? So I can't be convinced, okay? I can't be convinced that something that the army is basing his whole method of like working on, okay, that we won't be caught down with our pants down anymore, okay? That it won't happen, happens, okay? This is a fucking coincidence, Rich, that I can't get, okay? And
well, they're just we're talking about obviously a very very well prepared, very well prepared, very well trained army. They're
yeah. But to be honest, the thing that really like shakes my heart, okay, really shakes my heart, and it's not like I'm not terrified. I'm from all the booms. You probably hear it like through this broadcast, siren or two, some booms over there in the background, but I'm not afraid of that. But what really trembles my heart is the absolute, humanless, okay, blood sacrifice that those people are willing to
just go and wipe out
their whoever he is, okay, in order that you will be satisfied, okay, and no matter what cause, it costs the life of like civilians, innocent civilians, okay, and like it's plenty of it. People are being kidnapped right now, which is worse than being dead, okay, and
yeah, because there's the kidnapped and tortured, kidnapped and how
sure. You heard that? It's like it's more terrible than to be kidnapped to just die.
For a civilian to be kidnapped by terrorist soldiers, it's going to be terrifying, isn't it? It's going to be very terrifying.
Both ways. It's both ways. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. The actual experience of it, it's like it's horrible. Okay, and I'll tell you that I can't comprehend. Okay, like the absolute cruelty of this. Of these people who allow this to happen to their own people,
The point of that is, dude, that we will never be able to. You can't put yourself in the mind of psychopaths. You can't do it. We can't. We think too much, or we care too much, and these people don't. They really don't give a shit. They're psychopaths. It's collateral damage. That's all it is to him.
And I want to explain a little bit about how I see this conflict or any other conflict, okay, that we're witnessing nowadays. I do like to look at it as two pyramids, okay, two pyramids, which are like standing in front of each other, while you got like the guys on the top of the pyramid from one side and the guys on the pyramid from the other side, which are like the elites, okay, which are politicians, whatever, okay. While the bottom of the pyramid is, of course, the people, the civilians, okay. So you got like two sides. Now, the actual war, okay, is like the war that they present to us, okay, is the war that between the people of this pyramid and the people of that pyramid, okay.
Yeah.
While the war is being declared and being initiated and everything only by the leaders, okay, the leaders of both pyramids, okay. Now, both the leaders of both pyramids are in cahoots, okay. Now, they're like telling in television that they're like fighting each other, okay.
Well, they're getting the money. They're getting the money from the same place. But, you know,
exactly.
They're all getting the money from the same place.
Okay, and the thing is that the leaders, okay, on the top of the pyramids, what they do in wars is they're like attacking the civilians of the people in the other pyramid, okay, in the other pyramid, but they do that with coordinates, okay, with coordinates. They know that the other side will do that, they know that the other side will do that, and they encourage each other to do so. All right?
They do it with immunity as well. There's no one's held accountable. No one's held to account. They say, "Oh no, well it was a war," you know. The thing, it was a war. It wasn't that we just went in and murdered a load of people. It's okay when it's in war. It's not murder when it's war.
Now,
my Cherie, it's right. I say it's clickbait because it hasn't been declared on national news that Israel has declared war or anybody has declared war. But the actions, what has happened is Palestine has basically, what's being put forward to everybody is that Palestine has basically waged war against Israel and infiltrated through the southern borders. Does that sound familiar? Infiltrated through the southern borders, and they're terrorizing and murdering and kidnapping civilians in the towns. They're going in, they're murdering entire families, kidnapping entire families, and so Israel is in a state of war. The sirens and everything,
Totally.
they are in a state of war with Palestine. With Hamas.
Now, Hamas, okay, is, of course, it's been going on for rumors for years
Hamas.
and years and years, okay, that Hamas is being financed and being founded, okay, by the Israeli government in order to keep this conflict, in order to keep this fighting.
I don't know if you remember, but back when we met, one of the early conversations that we had, I think I put it to you that they're completely in league with each other. They know exactly, like it's not Hamas and Israel. It's one big fucking happy family. They're just playing different roles.
Yeah, pretty much it. It's like one, they funding each other, okay, because it's kind of like if Israel is like giving money to the Hamas, so they are like able to build all their weapons and whatever and launch it on us, and if if Hamas is like attacking Israel, okay, so Israel can develop its own weapon industry.
It's no different to what happened in Afghanistan. It's no different to what happened in Syria. It's no different to what happened in Iraq. Yeah. It's exactly the same thing. It's the same MO every single fucking time. They present the enemy. They present it. They fund it. They train it. They arm it. And so that they've got something to fight, and then so that they can get all new weapons, so they can get all new weapons. Something happens so that the terrorists just happen to get their hands on all of this up-to-date weaponry that
coincidentally, Rich,
Joe Biden just
Yeah.
leaves leaves Afghanistan with billions worth of fucking weapons and
just a
machinery and
second.
stuff.
Coincidentally, Rich, this week we've been informed that the Israeli government approved of like a very large sums of money from Qatar to Israel, to the Palestinian Authority, to Gaza Strip. Okay, so how is that being made without Israeli authority? Okay, because they're controlling all the money transfers and all whatever, and also like if they're like transferring cash.
No, they're doing it all in Bitcoin, man. They're doing it all in Bitcoin, so it's all decentralized and they've got no control over it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, you can see that all this money and what is being used for and everything, and you can understand the basic principle that there are a lot of benefiters from war. Okay, there are a lot of people who gain lots of things out of it. Okay, for instance. Not only like the military politicians, they get like a really good screen time. They can show everyone how they act on the crises and everything. Media, of course, media. They're like running now like on Shabbat morning, starting 6 a.m. Like, all right, and lots of others that can benefit from this suffering. And the thing is, I explained earlier about the pyramids. Okay, whenever I told you that they will present to you on the mainstream media that the war is actually between the lower levels of the pyramids. Okay, between these people and that people. Okay. It will be between the Jewish and the Arabs, okay? It won't be between Bibi and Hania, which is like the leader of Hamas, okay? Now, the thing is,
that'd be good, wouldn't it? Bibi and the leader of Hamas in a cage fight.
Yeah. No, so anyway, the basic principle is, okay, that when they are like showing you a war which is between two kinds of populations, okay, and it doesn't matter if it's like right and left, and if it's like secular and religious people, or whatever conflict that you can think of, straight and gays, whatever conflict that you think of, that they will show you like a conflict between two groups of people, okay, you will know that this is a fake war, okay, fake war that they invented in order to hide the real war which is happening, and the real war which is happening.
It's between us and them. It's between us and them.
Yeah, exactly. It's between the real war which is happening. If you get back to the pyramids, okay, it's between the person on that top of the pyramid to this person on the little people on the pyramid, and between the person from the other side of the pyramid to the people on the bottom, and they just use the other side in order to hurt their civilians, okay? And this is the trick, okay? And this is the sad trick, and this is the way that they can disguise, okay, this thing, and portray it as war, which is between people and people. We hate them, they hate us. We have to have a war, okay? It's
the same MO. It's been the same MO for centuries. Like that, this is how they sow confusion. This is how they sow fear and confusion. Fear and confusion gives them the room to rewrite histories, to relocate people. For it's color revolutions. They always implement a color revolution before they're going to do what they're before to destabilize. They need to they destabilize countries, and they go in and they take over. They rewrite the history, and here we are today. And that's what's always been going on. That's all that's ever gone on. They've never had integrity. They've never been honest. They've always been lying through their fucking teeth. They haven't changed in the last 50 years. This hasn't all been happening in our lifetime. This has been, God knows how many centuries, man. They've been doing the same shit, pulling the same shit every fucking year, every century.
Yeah, it's in order for them to keep
Hey,
on
Sylvie.
controlling. Okay.
Can I just give out a quick shout out to the chat room, dude, to the people?
Sure. Yeah.
16
Yeah. I'll
people
do
we've
a
got
short
here
break
at,
also, like
at
for
10
me
to
and
10 to 8 Greenwich Mean Time. Sylvie, Lunderground, India, Chris, and that's all that I'm going to have to scroll now to be able to see more people. Sherry, my Sherry, and Chris, 545675. I haven't got my glasses on, so that was painful trying to read that then. That's everybody that's chatting. El Belco. Oh no, El Diablo, sorry. Shout out El Diablo. We like a bit of devil in the audience. Glenn from Boston. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, so sorry, carry on, dude. Where have you gone? Oh, you've turned your camera off. You've turned your camera off. Let me put my thing on so that it doesn't take
give
you
the
out.
people a brief for a second. I'm coming right back. Okay.
So, yeah, it's nothing's been declared officially on CNN or Sky or any of the mainstream media. In Israel, that they're talking. That's what they're talking. They're talking war. Basically, Israel is in a state of war because of Palestinian terrorists infiltrating the southern border and taking over towns and villages, killing people, innocent civilians, taking them hostage, rockets, guns.
Yeah. By the way, Rich, what you're seeing on top, okay, on the right side of the screen, you see those orange slots over there.
Yeah,
These
what's
are
that?
the names of the settlements, which have like sirens right now, which is being about to hit from these missiles and everything.
Right, so you've got sirens. You've got sirens going off in Rehovot. How far away are you from the action?
I think it's like something like 60 kilometers, something like that. Just a second, I'll check it out.
And you're not at the moment. You're not worried about it getting as
55 kilometers. 54,
You're not
55
worried
kilometers.
about it getting as far inland as you.
Sorry?
You're not worried about it getting as far into like at the moment. You're not worried about terrorists breaking through your door.
No, because those terrorists kind of only got invaded into the nearby settlements to the border of the Gaza Strip.
Right.
And as I told you, I'm about more than 50 kilometers away.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's kind of a little bit terrifying, and also the sirens and as I said earlier, the sirens and the missiles and everything. It's pretty much terrifying. But I usually at those situations kind of like to take first of all the conspiracy role. Okay, first of all, everyone is calling me and I'm telling them, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Well,
okay.
What they're saying, whatever it is that they're telling us is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening. Something's happening, but it's not what they're saying it is. It's
anyway,
So I mean, is your family and stuff like you? Are they in a state of panic? Are they in a state of fear?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are because they pretty much. It looks like in the mainstream media in this morning at 6 a.m. Okay, as long with of course the invasion of Hamas and everything. Okay, but in the Israeli media they push the panic button. Okay, and and when I see this panic button, my panic button of all the sirens in my head starting to yell bullshit, and it's kind of
there's this overwhelming, overpowering smell of shit.
Yeah, and not because that I don't believe them, because what is like happening, okay? Because of the whole approach, okay? You can see how they engineer the approach for the upcoming days, okay? With like the reaction that Israel is going to take afterwards, and with what everyone's supposed to feel, okay? If everyone's supposed to feel, and it goes like with the people that they interviewed now, like random people over in the street that they are like terrified and they hate Arabs right now, and they keep like trying to push the narrative, which is now it's like a war between people, okay, between like the Israelis and the Arabs, and it's like a thing which is again not related to the leaders, okay? The leaders are not related to that, okay?
Well, they've been basically, the people have been conditioned and trained to hate each other because we're told who to hate. Like Israel is told to hate, Israelis are told to hate Palestinians. Palestinians are told to hate Israelis.
It's just a coincidence that it's erupting at this moment, and of course,
and also just a coincidence that it's all happening through your southern border.
To the southern border.
The British southern border has been infiltrated by immigrants. The American southern border has been infiltrated by immigrants. The Italian southern border is being infiltrated by immigrants. We love the coincidence.
Yeah, and also beside the coincidence that we mentioned earlier about the 50 years exactly today for the Yom Kippur War. And on the Yom Kippur, there were I think something like 3,000 casualties from Israel, according to the numbers. So it was like a big trauma in Israel, and it's merely coincidence. I don't know. It's like
the worst thing about this is that knowing what after everything we've just said, so the reports, the history says that in the Yom Kippur Wars there were 3,000 people. What actually happened back then, we've really got no fucking idea. It'd probably be something exactly similar to what's happening right now. And what will happen? There'll be hundreds of people will be killed and injured, but they'll report it as thousands.
I don't know. I don't want to get into the Yom Kippur War. It's of course it's been it's been like a really big trauma. I know my father took part of this war, and it was like just when he was about to finish his army service in '73,
which is what I mean is the point I'm trying to make is that we cannot trust anything that they've told us.
Oh yeah, no, we can't trust this. I do believe that that a large portion of it is about the people who got kidnapped and got killed and everything. I do believe that it's indeed happening. Okay, but it's not the story that they're trying to present.
What are they actually saying?
What are they
saying here on the news? Like, can you put it on low and translate a bit of what they're saying?
Of course. It's.
Or maybe put the subtitles on, and then you can read the subtitles, and we don't.
No, it's a Palestinian report. It says that soldiers were kidnapped into Gaza Strip, and there's a fear for dozens of killed in battles with terrorists in settlements, and now it's changed with the red title. Dozens of terrorists infiltrated into Palestinian into Israeli settlements. So
let's just remind everybody right now. I just want to remind everybody: the only reason they ever want to disarm anybody is not to keep the money. It's not to keep guns out of the hands of criminals. That's not the reason that they ever disarm anybody. So everybody in America, just fucking. Really, if you're not, I know everybody watching this now, you all know this. I just wish I could speak to a huge audience of Americans that haven't heard it or not thinking about it. They're like the gun control laws and stuff controls it with people that obey the law, people that comply with the law. That's the only people that are being controlled are the people that comply with the law. Well, the people that comply with the law aren't fucking criminals and aren't going to go around doing bad things, are they? That's why they get guns. The mentality behind fucking disarming people is just, and the fact that people fall for it and go along with it just is beyond me.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And I want to mention another coincidence, Rishi. We love coincidences, right?
We love them.
So, yeah. So another coincidence. If you remember, Rich, like in on the last shows, like a few months ago, okay, I kept like popping over here and telling you about this legal dispute that we got over here with the politics, right and left, about the courthouse and all of that. Okay,
it was about the separation of powers, basically the separation of powers between the administration and the legislature.
And I think that on the last show that I talked about it, I told you that the outcome of it was that the Israel population, like society, supposedly, okay, according to the media, was so separated, okay, that that it's been causing a crisis in the army, okay, and in other fields as well, but mainly in the army, okay. They keep like being afraid that all kinds of like pilots and all kinds of people from reserve army are telling people that they are like dismissing themselves and because they don't agree with the politics of this current government. Okay, so isn't it like a coincidence that exactly when the army is supposed to be like in a really bad position is exactly when. Okay, it's exactly when it will be the invasion. Okay, now it's not for like maybe it comes from the motives of Hamas that we see now that the Israelis are weak and
brilliant strategy, dude.
Or whatever.
It's a brilliant strategy. They've got some brilliant strategists working for Hamas, and they said, "Oh look, the Israeli army is in disarray right now because of the court thing. We should invade now."
Yeah, so maybe it could be like that, all right. But I do think that it's all for the cause that, as I told you, in the next few days, all the people from the media were of course were like very enthusiastic about those people retiring for the army and really gave them a big stage and everything. Okay, they will start asking, why don't we have army?
Yeah,
oh my God, we don't have any army. Who's to blame for that? Who's to blame? Oh yeah, it's Bibi with his laws and everything. We told you that he shouldn't do that, and now see, we don't have any army to fight Hamas. Ooh, what would we do? Yeah. This will be the narrative, okay? Yeah. And it all comes to lead you to a kind of like situation of victimhood and feels of crisis and panic and like, how did we end up to this situation over here? And what can we do right now? Let's think. Oh yeah, let's say to Bibi that we shouldn't do these laws over there, and let's vaccinate everyone, fix some kind of like another.
Obviously, dude, the one of the first offenses against Palestinian terrorists infiltrating the southern border would be a booster jab.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, the way that I look at it, okay, I'm feeling terribly sorry about all those people who have taken their lives over there. It's Saturday morning, from those people. But on top of that, I'm so terrified from the bullshit that I'm gonna hear in the media in the next few days. I'm just like horrified from. I know that I have to watch it because I'm like fucking addicted, but I know that I will piss off so much, like hearing how they kind of like implement this false narrative and how they kind of like join into ignite this war a lot bigger than than it's actually is right now. And I do believe that it's going to take few months until things will settle down from what I see over here.
You don't think this is going to be over in a few days? You don't think they're going to send in Israeli troops, lockdown, and just
this is what they're doing right now. Like the Israelis, they're like recruiting all the Israeli army right now. Okay, at this moment they're recruiting everyone and all the reserve army. Luckily, Rich, I'm here to do this show with you. That I'm not a reserve army soldier. I went out of the Israeli army after the service for medical reasons. And so,
so you got an out. They're not gonna.
Yeah, I got out like at the minute that I finished my regular service, and and I'm thanking God, oh Lord, that got me out of this Israeli army, because if not, I wouldn't do this broadcast with you, which I would be on my way to the south right now with I don't know what, like with swords and knives. I don't know what would go to send me over there. Heck. Anyway, Rich, so this is what's going on. I think that we've been through. We haven't talked about the Iron Dome shitty thing, okay?
No.
Because this was actually the thing that I heard over this morning, okay? What I heard wasn't like sounds of missiles crashing by my bed. I was hearing like sirens, really, really loud sirens, and you see also like in the video that they're like all the birds started to freak out when they had the sirens and all the bombings and everything. It was crazy, and what you're hearing, like the boom sounds, are the booms of the Iron Dome protection system.
Oh, and, yeah. They're shooting down missiles that are being fired at you. That's what's happening. They're not just launching off, $15,000 rockets to go and explode in like big, like it's not just a big fancy.
No, why would they do something stupid like that, Rich? Come on. Why would they?
No, I know they would. No, they absolutely. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do anything like that. That would be absolutely
very
ridiculous.
Expensive equipment, okay, over something that doesn't really hit anything, okay,
well, just
and only that creates like really really big sound and panic
designed
and
to explode, and create lots of sparks and smoke, and so and also look good at night. They want it to. They wouldn't be doing it just to look good at night.
Yeah. So why would they do that? Why would they just send an expensive equipment to the air without hitting anything, okay, creating lots of sound, like getting lots of visuals? Why, Rich?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you one reason it wouldn't be just to fill the pockets of the people of the military industrial complex. That wouldn't have anything to do with just filling the pockets of the weapons manufacturers that are, that have lobbied.
It's a by effect, okay, or a byproduct or something like that. But the more important and critical thing for those people who are engineering us this theater, okay, that once you will hear the sirens and once you will hear the booms, and then once you will see all kinds of like parts which are like landing on cars and in the middle of the street of those protective bombs, not of those missiles, okay, Gaza Strip, then you'll be really, 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 really terrified.
Well, then,
and then
it makes it more real, doesn't it?
Then you will actually believe in all your heart that this situation is accurate and true, and there's really a war going on. And in order for me to get like more information about what's going on right now, I need to open the television.
You have to watch the news, dude.
I have to watch the news. They're telling what's going on.
Official. That's the only source of real, true official narrative. And we all know that we can trust that.
I have to open the news in order for me to know why I should be more panic or less panic.
And who to hate as well. Who to blame for it, and who to blame for it.
And who to
direct your hate towards.
They need to tell me the narrative for the fucking freak show that I'm seeing over here in the sky. I need to know what's the narrative behind it, okay? And here they are. I can push the remote and it will open and they will tell me everything. It will be amazing.
Yeah. Guy Fawkes says he's just reading that they used small boats, paragliders, trucks, vans and motorcycles. Is that true or fake news? Dude, it's all fake news. I don't know what you don't. What are you reading it on?
No. They're telling that also. They're telling us also, like in the news, that they got in with motorcycles and trucks and vans and everything. They're showing those vehicles over there in the news with the Hamas terrorists. Now, Gaza Strip is the most occupied, guarded piece of land in this whole flat earth, okay? There is cameras every half a meter.
Yeah, and there's
giant
officers that are sat there watching the screens, like
a giant wall, okay? There's like a space of like a security where the army is occupying, okay, in order that no one will passes through this, strip of security. But yet, they are able to move over. Yeah, imagine yourself rich, okay? You are sitting in the most high, prison facility, with maximum guard or whatever in the world, okay? You think that you can smuggle, a motorcycle and a van, like out of there along with you?
Well, if the guards are looking the other way, you might be able to. If they all just happen to go on a coffee break or a tea break, or maybe we just stood there waving them in, which is.
I think this Morgan Freeman crap on the History Channel. He has like a series now of all kinds of like prison breaks and how they made them back then and everything. And like, I didn't see in any of the episodes any kind of like. And kind of like an option that they will carry along with them a motorcycle or a car along outside of prison, okay? It's usually very, they're carrying almost half themselves.
Well, I mean, Palestine isn't a prison.
What?
Palestine, it's not like they're escaping prison though, is it? So...
It's guarded like a prison. It's
guarded like a prison, but basically it's not. It's breaking into. It's like they're breaking into the prison that is Israel. Like it's a.
This is a whole different discussion.
Not inaccurate, is it? It's not inaccurate. Everybody thinks that.
No, it is accurate. It is accurate. We are.
It's not to keep It's not to keep the Palestinians out. It's to keep the Israelis in.
Israel is the outer yard of the prison. It's the outer yard.
But I mean, like you said, it's extraordinary, really, because what they're doing is they're either saying, well, they're just saying basically, our army and all of our security and everything, surveillance and everything is all the money that we've been spending on it. Has all just been completely wasted, and our army and security services are obviously useless because we've just been taken completely by surprise on our most guarded border.
And and after we had Yom Kippur War, okay, I can't start explaining the significance, okay, of like the indoctrination in the Israeli army regarding the lessons that were like learned out of like the Yom Kippur War. This is like tremendous trauma, okay? And that we'll have the exact same thing exactly 50 years afterwards?
And I think it was Lunderground came in and said, "Happy birthday, Vladimir Putin." Is it Vladimir Putin's birthday today?
I don't know. It was my birthday this week, Rich.
Yes, I know, dude. I know.
Missed it.
I didn't miss it. Look, we had a breakdown in communication. I'm not going to phone you during a party when you're having a party, like to phone you when you're listening to rave dance music, to then completely kill the vibe. And like I thought it was a kind of, and I thought you said you were going to call me. You said we're going to have a party, and at 9 o'clock.
Oh,
that was
okay.
it was
So
going
this
to be
is
at
where
9
it
o'clock.
is.
So
Never mind.
I was waiting for you to call me, and you didn't call, and I thought, yeah, he's partying hard, man. He's just partying hard.
Maybe it was actually what happened. Okay, with the narrative that you're describing me at the moment, but yeah, but in any case, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, it doesn't fucking matter because we got a lot more years for us to know each other, and I'm sure that you will appearing and performing in my next birthdays. So I'm cool.
In Israel, yeah. If it isn't, if it isn't taken over by fucking Hamas and turned.
Oh yeah. If it will survive this shit over here, yeah. I want to, if it's possible, Rich, I want to finish up with a good atmosphere to this whole crazy day that I'm going through over here. I need to get back to some of my friends and families to tell them that I'm okay and everything.
Yeah, man.
If you want, we can finish it up in a happy atmosphere. You can send the movie that I sent you over in WhatsApp of my birthday. Yeah. Yeah, just that I will have some. You'll see the creatures that came over there. They were lovely. You will present your viewers, Rich, chat to them. How Israeli celebration.
The one with the birthday cake at the beginning.
Yeah. 2 minutes, saying my goodbyes in a good way, just to get me out of this atmosphere of this horrible morning and what I'm gonna go through in the next few days.
That video clip that you sent me earlier with the sirens and that, it was 33 seconds long.
Oh yeah, coincidence. Yeah,
it's perfect. Right.
Yeah. So Israeli authentic birthday, true happiness, celebration.
I'm gonna say one second.
Good times. Oh, by the way, you know what? I'm going to send you the set. I prepared a set for this birthday, something like 2 hours long. Really good one. Psytrance, some techno. You'll enjoy it, Rich. What do you say?
Yeah, cool, man. Nice.
I will send it to you. Lagging. My friend Ellie.
Oh, wrong one. And then.
Okay.
There's a lot of people there, dude.
Yeah,
that's a lot of friends you got there.
Something like 30 people stood me up on this event. Like, I don't know, everyone were on vacation and things like that, or maybe they just don't care about my birthday. But the people who came were like really nice and.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you not hear it?
I can hear it.
Oh, right, cool. The sound's coming through, yeah.
Anyway, so I'm soon giving my blessings over there and whatever. And I, of course, blowing the candles.
Blowing off. Dude, that means farting in English. Shout out to Phoenix Frequency.
Finally, she got the firework running. It took ages.
Happy birthday, mate. Well, he's 44 years old.
Yeah, 44. Yeah, people kissing, happy.
There's a lot of friends you got there, man.
Yeah, cool people. Those are like the parties. Oh, this is Asi, my partner.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude. You can stop this, and I think that this will conclude my performance today on your show. It was really important for me to give you this breaking news thing, and I know that every time that I have this crisis over here, I know that you are like the first one that I should like approach to, and you will give it like the good stage and the good attitude to it, and we are like maybe communicating on this subject for such a long time, so it feels so natural, and so I'm happy that you got me on, and also that you are really enthusiastic to do so. Okay, and you're like fucking 7 a.m. You're already like on broadcast.
Well, it was like 6:20 when I sent you I woke up and I listened to your message and sent you a message back. That was like 6:20. So I said, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna take the dogs out for a walk, man, and we'll go live. I can't, because the thing is, we've spoken before. You've called up and you said, oh yeah, the dome, they're firing the missiles, but it wasn't the same thing. It was they were putting on their firework display and claiming that missiles were being fired over, but you weren't in the slightest bit worried about it at all. But this just feels a lot more real.
Yeah. I will keep continue on updating throughout the day what's going on in this crisis, and if it will be like exciting news or something that I should think that I need to get on to this broadcast, I will.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
Dear chat room, thank you very much. Love you all. Wish me well. I don't know. In all those crises, what I started saying earlier, that in all those crises with all those missiles and bombings and everything, I'm usually like pretty much chill.
You're always pretty chilled out, mate. Yeah.
I'm totally relying on God. If He wants me out of this war today, He will do so.
Mate. No fear.
He will do so. Okay? It doesn't take a fucking missile to do so. Okay, he can take me out any way that he wants. Okay. And
well, the more important thing is that you're not going anywhere. So that it's not going to happen. You're not going anywhere.
God still wants me over here. If I'm wrong, so you won't see me anymore on these shows. Okay, but yeah, whatever will be, will be. I'm not like terrified, like whatever will be.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. That's good. And keep us informed.
Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Yes,
I love that little lip curl there, that little Elvis lip curl. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
All right. Bye-bye, Kefrum. Bye, Rich. Right. Shabbat Shalom.
Try and have a good day, man. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
והקריין אומר, הגשנו לכם בום אלכוהולי בחסות המועצה לביטחון לאומי שוטף. פתאום בום, טלוויזיה מתפוצצת לאלפי חתיכות גחליליות.